My name is Shilpa. I'm the CEO and founder of Young and Mindful CIC.
And I'm Jez, and I deliver the courses in primary schools in English and in Welsh.
Young and Mindful CIC is a non-profit organisation. We deliver mindfulness programs to children, teenagers, young adults, and not forgetting parents and teachers who nurture and educate young people. Our mindfulness programs, they embed lifelong tools, resilience, self-awareness, emotional intelligence, mental health and emotional wellness is vital for all young people. It was a personal reason, really. I got interested in mindfulness and meditation about 20 years ago. Life was a bit hard at that time and there was a bit of struggles going on. I was looking for something, really, and I came upon Krishnamurti and other materials. I did a lot of research, and then naturally from research with practice, I wasn't expecting instant results, but what I did start to notice that inwardly there was a bit more calmness, a bit more clarity, and I knew that that was coming directly as a result of reading and practicing and embedding the mindfulness and meditation into my own life.
Shilpa kind of introduced me to it. I realised it wasn't just a fad or an esoteric thing, and I realised it actually really does work. And I actually wish that I had have known about it and applied myself when I was a lot younger. That's why I really enjoy bringing it into schools. Shilpa was generally practicing mindfulness in her daily life. I knew that it was something achievable, and I knew it could be done.
And it was lovely to see that. I realised from being an educator, I've got a PGC in secondary science, that I wanted to take mindfulness into schools. And there was lots of mindfulness courses out there for adults. What I was looking for was material that was age appropriate. I came across the Mindfulness in Schools project, which is shortened to MiSP. I looked at what they were doing and I noticed that the courses that they were offering, to get onto a MiSP course, I had to have previous mindfulness practice, and I had initially gone on a course called Mindfulness for Stress Reduction. I was able to go onto the MiSP course immediately because, I had already embedded mindfulness into my own life. And I think that's really crucial. Part of MiSP is that, teachers are practicing what they are delivering. I looked at the B program and I thought, do you know what? Out of all the courses that I had seen, this was the one.
I trained with the Pawsby with MiSP. They were really good, really well put together. They do have resources in Welsh as well, which I was able to use in the Welsh schools. I found it a bit like having a finely tuned musical instrument. It's there. Anyone can make a sound with it, even if they haven't played one before, and it sounds good. But once you sort of like apply yourself and start using it, you learn how to make it sound really good.
Our skills in teaching and our skills around the age groups. I enjoy working with teenagers, and Jez has this sort of more creative and nurturing side with primary school kids. Jez benefited from doing Pause B training, and I benefited from doing .B. So it's best to go on courses or deliver with the age ranges that you feel most comfortable with. When you go on a MiSP course, you are now a trained deliverer of that curriculum. So we were qualified. I'm qualified in .B, and Jez is
and Pawsby.
Yeah, so we're qualified to deliver that program now. So it was a natural progression for us to be delivering in schools in our area. We got in touch with schools in Denbighshire and Flintshire, and we let them know that we are delivering Pawsby and .B. And it was interesting because some secondary schools had already heard of .B. So instantly they were sending an email back saying yes. We delivered for free in some situations, have applied for funding in other situations.
Because we're confident that it does work, and because MiSP has got a good structure, it can only be good.
Pause B and the Dot B have been around for a while, so they've been delivered all over the UK. Going into schools to deliver those is tried and tested already, if that makes sense. And yeah, well received.
It really is. Children are really benefiting from it as well.
Mm.
Some of the children have actually used some of the mindfulness techniques. With parents at parents' evenings in schools have been mentioning that their children have benefited from the mindfulness courses that we've brought into the schools as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the children's peers, the students' peers, have asked to join the mindfulness course as well.
And it's great because the kids are building a relationship with you. They're interacting with each other. They're interacting with us. They're having to do the activity and bring a part of themselves out. And that isn't easy. But as time passes, they actually want to come out of this shell. We always make a point of learning their names, get feedback from teachers and teaching assistants. They will say the children are different.
The children have like developed their vocabulary, and they're actually having proper like deep discussions, profound discussions about stuff.
Yeah, they'll start asking us questions that they are curveballs, like, what's life all about?
Where is thought held?
We're very mindful ourselves of what we say, what language we use, and keep it within the boundaries of what their understanding is.
A few of the girls in one of the mindful eating sessions, they used to, if they were trying something like an olive or something different that they've not tried, they'd hold hands and they'd go 1, 2, 3.
All right, and then eat it. Yeah, absolutely. That kind of positive peer influence, because we do, some of our sessions do touch on, peer influences and when it's positive and when it's negative. You cannot guarantee what is going to come out. Mindfulness sessions in school are vital because we're giving young people an opportunity to have conversations which aren't academically delivered.